to work on reopening Crystal Skate. I hadn't been in Crystal Skate for 20 years. I knew nothing about the skate community other than what I remember when I was 18. Because back in them days, I went to the skating rink because that's just what everybody did.
Right.
I wasn't brought up in the skate community like so many skaters are.
Right.
It wasn't it wasn't something that I did with my parents or anything like that. You know what I mean? I went because the girls were there and that type of thing. But at the same time, I'm like, well, this is an opportunity to make some money. So, at this point, I was in the church. I was playing a lot of gospel music. And back then, actually, my name was DJ Bam, the gospel DJ.
Okay.
And he was like, I'm doing a gospel night. So I want you to come up here and do the gospel night. Are you interested? I was like, sure. So this is 05. Yeah, this is 05. So I started, when he reopened Crystals, it was called the Light Skate.
Right.
If you remember.
I remember that.
I was doing the gospel skate on Friday nights from 10 to 1. And I started to, meet people and things like that. And then he didn't have a DJ for Sunday night. He's like, can you DJ Sunday night? I was like, I don't know nothing about skate music, dude. You know what I'm saying? Nothing at all.
Right.
And this was before Sunday became a popping night. This is in 05. Thursday was the night back then. So I did Sunday, played some whack music, had no idea what I was doing, but it was a paycheck. Eventually, I think I did it for maybe like a month. And then I just decided one Thursday I ain't have nothing to do.
Right.
So I said, I'm going to go up here to the rink. That was the first time I met DJ Derek. And the same way I felt when I heard DJ Cool play there on the east side, 18 years before, was the same way I felt when I heard DJ D play that Thursday night. He played music that I remember from the Quiet Storm and, music that I grew up on. And I was like, so this is what they play on Thursdays? I was like, I can get into this. That's what's up. And then I'm watching the skaters with the smooth move, because on gospel skate, people's falling. They got on brownies, all that kind of stuff. But on Thursdays, I was watching, I probably was watching you and didn't even know it.
Some skaters.
Right. I'm like, these dudes is smooth as I don't know what. I fell in love instantly.
Right.
I mean, it was instant. And I was just like, I want to do that. So I went to Tim and I was like, yo, what I got to do that? He was like, well, we'll see. So I started studying. I would come up to the rink every Thursday and I had a pad and a pen. Real talk.
Okay.
Every song Derek played, I wrote that joint down. Every single one. I would take my phone, I would start videotaping the floor and watch how people was skating off of the type of, different forms off of different type of music. And then I still didn't understand it, but I was just trying to document as much as I could. Because I said, if I'm going to do this, I got to understand it.
Right. So
that went on probably for better part of almost 2 years or more, maybe even a little more. And I think by that time, Norman had started doing Sundays.
Okay.
So I started coming on Sundays. So I'm listening to Derek on Thursdays. I'm listening to Norman on Sundays, taking notes, listening to music. And when I went back in, by then, like I said, I've been DJing since I was 16. So almost everything that they had, I had my album collection already at home. So I'm just, but I still didn't quite understand
how to put it together.
How to put it all together in the culture.
Right.
So I was never confident enough to try to emulate it publicly.
Right.
I'll make little tapes at home and all that kind of stuff and still go into the rink. And then that continued on probably until 2009. I got the job. I think whatever year was Ali open Seabrook or took over Seabrook.
Yeah.
10 stacks, 10. Hit me up, was like, he looking for a gospel DJ up Seabrook.
Okay.
So that's how I got in the door at Seabrook.
Oh, okay.
That's how I got it, because at this point, the Light Skate had closed.
Again.
Had closed again, and USA had reopened the rink as Temple Hills Skate Palace.
Right.
And they kind of eliminated the gospel night in the beginning.
Right.
So there was really no need for me to be there.
Continue DJing.
So I left. And then so I started doing the gospel up at Seabrook.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the while I'm still going to sessions wherever I can find them, wherever I knew Norman or Derek, whoever was playing, because I'm still studying, listening. But once I started DJing at Seabrook, that was that, for me, that was that last hurdle where my confidence got to the point where I said, now I think I'm ready.
Okay.
And that was because two people, DJ Retro Dre,
okay,
and Miss Magic, who just recently passed away. Rest in peace, Miss Magic. When I first got there, I was doing a gospel skate, but same thing. I would come and I would hang around at Dre's sessions, and he and I had kind of a similar conversation because he didn't know me.
Right.
I didn't know him. He didn't know my background. He didn't know nothing. And I made it a point that when I kind of went to Seabrook, I wasn't going to mention nothing about myself. Nothing about the production. I said, because anything I do as a skate DJ, I want it to be off of my work. Presently.
Right.
Or what I'm doing, not anything I did in the past. Right. I didn't want nobody saying, oh yeah, that's the producer, that's that. No, I said, I'm going to come in as that dude that don't nobody know, don't nobody know nothing about me, and let my work speak for itself. So I got there, and Dre was the one who pulled me to the side, like after the sessions or on different sessions, because when he wasn't playing, he was like working the skate room and stuff.
Okay. And
I used to go down there and just hang out and talk. And let me tell you, he gave me history.
Okay.
He took it all the way back to the organ at Calorama.
Days, right.
And I didn't, it was so much I just didn't know, but he gave me a history lesson.
Okay.
And that went on for almost a year. He would just feed me information, and this person and that person started doing this, and see that style that he doing, that's this, and see this, that. He, and me not being a skater,
yeah,
he was giving me stuff that was absolutely necessary for me to get to where I was trying to get to.
For you to understand, of course.
So to this day, I call him my sensei, because he's the one that schooled me to the game.
I wouldn't have never known that.
To everything. And then the coup de grace, he did something that nobody had ever done for me before.
What was that?
I guess when he thought I was ready, one day I came into the rink and he had a CD case this thick.
Okay.
Hundreds of CDs in it. He said, here. He said, take this home and copy these CDs. These is the records that you're going to need if you want to keep going